welcome back to another Dirty Services video. Got the expert back there. It's got chains on it this time, don't worry. We're back at the building pad today. That was it was a couple 2-3 videos ago, and they've got the structure put in, the shells in. It's got most of the metal, and the metal work is supposed to mostly be done after today. We've got to get the water line relocated. They did end up hitting it on drilling the posts in. No big deal. It wasn't hit that bad. It wasn't completely ruptured, but I guess it was spraying out the side a little. I don't know. I asked the customer if they wanted me to move it up. They said no, it can wait till it's on the schedule. So today it's on the schedule. I already met the utility locator out there this morning. I wanted to check out the job site, see how much trucks and equipment they had there, see if I'd even have room to get into work, because apparently they were running 1 day behind schedule. Supposed to be done yesterday. They're going to be done today as far as the phase they're in right now. So unfortunately, a lot of them are Amish and Mennonite, and they don't really like cameras. They don't like being on camera. So out of respect to them, I'm going to try to film what I can while respecting what they want. So there's going to be a lot of in-cab footage for today, and then tomorrow. So I'm hoping today to get the trenches dug and maybe get it exposed in a couple spots, but I'm not going to start opening it up until tomorrow. I don't have any help today. Steve's going to be helping me tomorrow. I would like to identify the size of pipe it is so I can get the fittings I need, and then hopefully tomorrow it's just a matter of expose the pipes, tie them all in, and basically abandon one line, start with a new one. See how it goes. Hopefully we don't hit anything unexpected. The private locator came out. He does a great job. He's very affordable. If you're in Indiana, need one, it's Apex Private Locating, and he does a really good job. He gives me depths of everything, and he takes his time, and he's accurate, and much more affordable than I would have expected before I started using him close to a year ago. It's well worth having a good locator. If you're not in Indiana, just look up private utility locating. You might just be surprised at what you find. Just for a ballpark, he's $200 to $300 to come out for a single job ticket for 1 to 2 lines, and to be able to have depth. I mean, it saves us a couple hours of hand digging, and I mean, on this one we don't have any idea where the pipe was, and it was probably about 12 feet off of where I was expecting it to be. So it just turns into exploratory digging, and that couple $100 is well worth the price paid. Anyways, we're gonna start digging, get the trench dug, get the trench ready for the pipe, and then tomorrow we'll be figure out where I'm going. I gotta come in a different way to this job because there were a bunch of trees. Anyways, tomorrow we'll be getting the pipe put in. I'll try to do what I can to show how we put those fittings together and kind of what we use, why we do it, how we do it. We'll go from there. Alright, so remember not 5 seconds ago was saying I had a private locator out here, and so here's what we have. Well, dang, not starting off good. Right there is the well. Line comes out, it basically runs at that post. He marked this in red because he was picking up the power line for me, and I'm gonna guess the water line is buried with the power line. Sometimes they have a 2-foot separation, sometimes they throw it in the same spot. Anyways, I left a flag on both sides. Red flag there, blue flag there, and between them is the mark. I don't know, I could probably zoom in, I can't figure it out. There's a mark right between them, and I know that we are 40 inches deep at that mark, so 3 foot 4 inches. So I'm going to set up my depth control to be 3 foot. I'm going to go 4 inches over top of it. We're going to dig the last 4 inches by hand. We could do 2 foot and dig the last 16 inches by hand. I don't really want to do that. It's just me by myself today. I'm trying to get it close. In the morning when Steve's here, we'll get the little bit hand dug out, expose it, get the water liner in. For now, I'm just trying to get some trenches dug, try to get the grunt work or the bulk of the work out of the way, so that way hopefully tomorrow, being Friday, is an easy day. Get the water line hooked up, backfilled, and move on. But we've got our first spot right there. We know that we want to be 3 foot deep, so I'm going to set up my depth check. So first thing I need to do, check my bucket. So I've got a 2 foot smooth bucket. That's what it's named in this machine. Select attachment, 24-inch smooth. Next thing I want to do is set my depth target. So we're going down, so negative 36 inches. It's already selected. If I didn't have it, I could hit add target, negative 36, hit enter, and it'd be in there. Now, when you enter it, that's just adding one. It doesn't automatically select it. So let's say that's 42.5. Let's say I want to add 42, negative 42, enter. It's there, but it's not selected. So you got to make sure that you select that, go back. So we've got our target depth 36, shows we're 56 inches from our target, but we are set up on laser control, and I want to be able to bench off of that point. So go to my laser icon, enable laser, off. So the set laser receiver position, 46.7, that is the measurement of the center of my receiver right there to the pin that you measure to. So that's irrelevant to what we're doing. That's just kind of a calibration thing. All I need to do now is turn the laser off. That's my bench. So now it shows I'm 0. It's showing that as my target. So what I need to do, set the bucket up, put it right over top, right there. You can see we're just kind of barely touching it. I want the center of the bucket to be my bench, and I want to bench right there. So right there, we need to go 36 inches down. And then if we do 36 inches down, we'll be 4 inches on top of it. So I'm gonna dig 36, I'm gonna scoot back a little, and then on this side of the pipe, I'm gonna go an extra 6 inches or so down. So that way we have the depth that we need, because we wanna be over 3 feet, because that's our frost line here. We gotta be deeper than 3 feet, so we wanna get a little elevation, and then just give us a 2 foot stretch or so that we've only gotta shovel 4, 6, 8 inches of material out, and then we'll be set. So we've got that spot dug up. I've got it benched back a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is zero out here. I'm going to switch my depth, not slope, I'm going to switch my depth target down to 42 inches, so 3.5 feet. We're zeroed out. And I'm just going to start digging this trench out. So I ended up running about 5 inches over top of where we believe the water power line to be. Started having quite a bit of groundwater come up, and I say groundwater, I'm pretty sure it's probably just water that's flowing back from where the builders had hit the line. I don't know exactly where they hit it and what the situation was, but I do know that it was hit with auger at some point somewhere. So I'm just going to try to get this dug out about 42 inches deep, maybe a little deeper. I'd rather be deep than shallow. And I've got the and stabilize so we can work down on it. And then get dug back to the next hookup. Oh, you know what? I need to switch buckets. Oh, that's a lot of buckets in there. Oh, here. Alright guys, day 2 back here at the water line. Steve is back. I think he's been missing me.
Totally.
But we are, oh, that's not the conduit, that's the water line. That's black. Huh. This one's gonna be a difficult job. So I didn't film much yesterday because some of the guys here were Amish. They don't like being on camera. I don't want to upset them, and I respect how they feel about the stuff. So basically got the pipe here and I backfilled part of it. Sweet. I got stepped out over here. We still have a bunch more to do over here, but the low side of the dig, I'm hoping, is the only side that's going to be super saturated, because as I was getting up there it wasn't super wet. But when they put the building in, this is where we were able to locate the water line. It's literally underneath or next to 2 of the posts. And I know about a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks ago, when they drilled the holes, they at one spot hit it. It wasn't hard enough, or wasn't bad enough to bust it, but they did hit it. So that's where all this groundwater is coming from. But we got it somewhat dried out, and finally found this water line. Now we can see hopefully what material we need to go get, and then Steve can start digging up the others while I go grab the fittings we need. So go from there. Where's that conduit? Is it below it, beside it?
No conduit.
Okay.
Just
bare wire.
bare wire.
Okay, that's fine. Here, now that we see that, where's the... Can you grab that wire again for me one more time, please? Okay, make sure that that wire, shove the probe on that far side of it, right next to the wire, and I'll try to cut that down, hopefully enough that it can drain to a hole. Unfortunately, where you're standing has got to go down. We've at least got to have a... I'd like for that whole area to go down. So what might be easier is for me to scrape it off into the hole, you shove it out of that hole, and then I pick it back up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Can you get that pipe open back up and then I can scrape back down to it so that way I can see it? Please? If you just get it open up to the pipe, I can scrape right over the top. I just have to see the depth.
See it?
Yep. Nope, I think we should be able to hopefully cut it on right here, left side of the trench, and then flex it up and make it in between the two, and come on. Well, excellent digging, Steve. Excellent digging. We didn't get into the direct bury line, and we didn't cut our pipe. So I would say we move on, let this one start filling back up with water, because I'm sure it will. I was originally thinking I'd cut this and use this line to go get our fittings, but I'm kind of worried about having the pipe fill back up with mud, because I don't want to put a bunch of contaminants into their water. So I would say we move on to the next one. See if maybe we can get it dug up, see if it's a little drier. Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
did come out that side of the house.
So to transfer this to reality, we've got the house connection that we're gonna find here. So yes, it came out of, from what we could find, came out of this corner of the house, came right through here and under the sidewalk. I was worried that it was gonna come out of this side of the house, go on that side of the sidewalk, and go through the middle of the barn, because I don't want to have to find it over here. But since I can find it right here, I don't have to cross it again later for our septic. I will have to cross the power line, but that's it. Right?
Right.
So we need to find here, we need to find our line. This one's 4'6" at this spot. And then we're gonna take it out, reconnect our trench. We'll probably, I don't know, we're gonna need to go get some fittings after we get that opened up. I guess we probably need to get that one opened and then this one opened. So from our trench, we're gonna tee off somewhere in here, going that way. We've got to tie in this hydrant. We got a better signal from this line than we did that line. Assuming that one's an old abandoned line, this is hopefully our current line. So hopefully find it here. And I don't know if we're either gonna put a T and another T next to it going to the barn, which is probably more likely. And then we got to set a curb stop, and then where that blue flag is a rough idea of where we're gonna make it into the barn. Found it?
About 2 or 3 inches under. But that's what this.
Good. Well, guys, I think this went pretty well. Let's see if I can get down in here. So as you can see, all of this is where I had dug. Now, I can't take the credit for how well this went. The depth check system, we were at 52 inches here. I had it set to 48 inches and I went about an inch or two deep. And turns out, I think it was probably closer to 50 to 49 inches. But that worked out perfect. He just scraped right over the top of it, got it exposed. Should be able to cut it and get it up out of there. We've got our trench connected over under the machine. He's gonna get the pipe ran out through the yard, get it sun baking. Hopefully it'll lay a little more flat in the trench. And then we'll get it down in the trench, backfill so to get the machine off of the trench, and then get our last one opened up.
Hit that water line under there.
we need?
I'm just looking for the line. It's getting soft, like there's all that water that's been around the rest of the line down there, but
Yeah.
water line was not where we thought, so he ended up having to back up onto the benches he made. See if we could locate it somewhere else.
Well, this job quickly turned into a mess. So we found water line going to the house pretty easy. Found it at the well pretty easy. We'd already buried this yesterday, buried this morning. We were planning on teeing here, finding our spigot, teeing off to that, and then put a curb stop, go into the building. And we were doing some pretty sketchy stuff. We ended up having the excavator down on our bench, and we were about 6.5 feet deep through a lot of here, and it was nowhere to be found. So I don't know if either it's crazy deep or the locator was off. Long story short, we're just gonna forget about that hydrant for right now. We're gonna get the barn tied in, get their water back on, get a temporary spigot put into their barn, so that way they've got a bounce house coming tomorrow. They won't be able to run water on it. So we gotta get them a temporary spigot, get their water back on, and then sounds like in the future, over where Steve's at, they're going to just put a wall hydrant on their building and use that for the outside water needs, which I think will work out just fine. It'll also give them a couple less things to mow around. But Steve's getting the final touches on the trench to get the pipe into the barn. We're gonna run, grab the fittings we need to connect to this piping, and then start getting some plumbing done.
here we go.
All right, we are the right size. We're gonna mess that one up. Plenty of gas. Can't say it ain't got no gas. I think the igniter might be out because I smell them. Then you need a hammer.
Nice.
Remember that water line we did last fall?
Mm-hmm.
We had to dig up like 3 joints to smooth that stuff right now.
Do what? You had to dig up?
No, we had to dig up 1 joint.
Yeah.
There's 1 coupling.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we grab me the channel locks and... This one opens barely less than the other one, but not good.
Maybe you should specify next time.
Sorry, Steve. You know, you're perfect.
Yeah, trust me, I know. Yeah, that's what she said.
She good?
She good.
Man, I think he just missed out me. He sent me this picture earlier. I haven't responded yet. Look how nice that looks.
Wow.
Looks badass.
That looks good.
Take it. Look at it.
Wow. That's after. Oh yeah, the landscapers did all the sod and everything.
Had to. Well, so
Mulch.
what is today? I'll bet you his daughter's
28th or something like that.
His daughter's probably getting married though this weekend. Because I thought it was the last weekend of the month.
That's a really good. That was a really smart move too.
Yeah, some rocks down there.
Sandstone.
Yeah.
It ties in with everything else on that right side.
Yeah, that looks badass.
That looks really
He just tried calling me, but I think it was a mistop.
Wow. I bet they love that. I bet it looks really good from up top, looking out.
I mean, shit, it looks good from down below.
Yeah. No, I mean like standing up there and seeing all the green on top of there.
Yeah.
Wow.
He sent me this and said, he said you should do an after video. I probably will. Go down there.
You gotta watch him. He's gonna try to charge you wherever you hear him saying that.
Yeah. He's gonna charge me. What was it? Whatever, when somebody gets residuals.
Yeah.
Residuals off of it.
Yeah. I was like, well, he's got to start making some money first, but.
Yeah. I'm paying to record video. It's a joke. I enjoy doing it. Yeah. Oh. Alright. Will you do me a favor?
No.
When you get over yourself, will you go grab a water out of my cooler and one of those grape packets? Bring them to me, please.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna need the excavator over there anyways, suck water out of that hole.
Sure.
Forgot about that.
made such a deep, like deeper on the far side of it.
There's not standing water on that pipe?
There is standing water on it, but it's like this much.
Okay.
I mean, like, you can clearly see it, you know, no issue, so.
Okay.
You'll be able to get down in there and cut it and pull it up and then do all your work on it. Need another one or are you good?
I'm good.
Here I am, just taking a break. He's over in a hole working, just relaxing. Oh man, it's nice to be an operator and just sit here and not do anything, right? Oh, he's working over there. Okay, I gotta go.
Just in time, I was just wrapping up.
So here we have a rare view of Morgan doing hard work.
We're gonna work him.
Actually, we're
Oh. That idiot shoved a screwdriver in the mud.
getting a nice little cool off while he's working too, huh?
What's in front of you? Steve, are we ready to turn water on?
Well, once we shut a valve. Well, no, you want that one
Answer's
open.
No.
No.
Correct answer is no. We're close though.
I was gonna say all we gotta do is put that,
Make up a temporary hose.
yeah, the temporary hose bib thing and we'll be good.
Moment of truth, Steve. Do we have water coming out? Hopefully in only the right places. Looks dry so far there. No, leave it on. I want to flush as much water as we can.
We'll run inside
Dry there. Last but not least, looks like we are dry there. That's excellent. It's been a long day. So we ended up getting rid of the frost-free hydrant outside. They're gonna put the hose bib on the side of the building, but in the meantime they need water supply for this weekend. So we've got a temporary water supply hooked up in here for them. This is where their water is going to come into the building. We'll get that tucked up nice and neat. Should be good to go.
ahead and got the line in. Test for leaks, no leaks. Now we are other ridges from the backfill right there. Sure he'll knock down soon, but just finishing the main backfill right here.
backfill portion. Kind of running out of time. It's 10:05. We're ready to get home Friday afternoon, and we're gonna be back at the job site doing the septic install whenever I get time for it. So, hope you enjoyed what you saw. Hope you subscribe to the channel. The subscribers are really what keeps me wanting to do these. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of time, so I enjoy doing them. I just like seeing results for what I do. And the interactions, the comments, the likes, the subscribes, you guys watching the video, that's what keeps me going. So keep on doing it. I appreciate it, and I will catch you on the next one.